Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're customizing the brand new Pegassi Torero XO. This thing is based off of the Lamborghini Countach in real life, and it's the new one. It just came out. So anyway, we're customizing it today. This thing is of course brand new. So gonna start off with the armor all the way up on that, the brakes as well for sure. For the front and rear bumpers, we do have quite a few different options here. I'm gonna scroll through them really quickly, and we're gonna pick one that we like. Obviously, not gonna pick one that we don't like. They do have this forged carbon fiber, which looks really cool. I think that I want to go for something pretty low key. Let's go for the forged splitter. Let's do that. For the rear bumper, we can delete it entirely, which is kind of interesting. We've also got some forged pieces on the back, I guess. We got the winged diffuser as well. There's a lot of different options here. I'm not really loving any of them. Let's go for the forged diffuser. I think that looks pretty good, so we'll do that. We can add canards to this car as well. I'm not a super big fan of them though. That is really cool. The headlights are like reverse pop-ups. That is actually really sick. I'm not sure what I want to do here. We can adjust how the upper bumper looks, which is pretty cool. I just don't know which one I want to go for. I don't think I want canards on the car either, so I think we're actually just going to leave that stock. We are going to upgrade the engine though. We're going to go all the way up on that. For the exhausts, we do have quite a few different options here. Let's scroll through, see what we're working with here. I am kind of liking the titanium turbo exhausts. Let's go for those. Why not? For the hood, we can change this, of course. We can add some vents onto it. We can also make it carbon. Interesting. What else do we have here? These options are kind of boring so far. We do have the carbon slat vented hood, free YSL. Let's go for the slat vented hood, free YSL again. For the lights, we are going to go xenon, of course. For the livery, we have the tricolor livery that we can add to this thing, the black Pegassi as well, the white Pegassi on top of that. We got two-tone, white pinstripe. That's kind of cool from what I can see. The red pinstripe, I'm assuming, yes, that is the exact same. It's just in red. We got the Yogorishima. We have the Street Kasama. We have Redwood Rally. That's really ugly. We got the split digital. We got the monochrome, and back to stock. Now, should we go for the tricolor? I kind of like it. Let's do it. For the plate, we're going to go yellow on black as always. For the primary color of the vehicle, what do we want to go for here? I want to go for something a little adventurous, but not too adventurous. Do you have the crew color that we could go for? I think we're gonna probably have to go for the crew color. I think that looks really good. We'll do that. Secondary as well, we'll also do that. For the trim on the inside, should we go triple red? I feel like that might be too much red, but maybe it's not. We'll go for garnet red for the interior. This is a very red car. I do kind of like it though. You know what, actually I'm kind of tempted to change maybe to an orange. Is there any good oranges? Ooh, bright orange looks sick. We're gonna go bright orange. I actually like that better than the crew color. So we'll go bright orange for the primary and for the secondary. Now for the roof, we can add a carbon roof to this thing. That looks really strange. We can change the entire roof to carbon if we want to. I don't hate the look of that, honestly. I just don't know if I really want to commit to that either. This one does look pretty cool with the carbon vents, I have to say. The streamlined roof is sick too. It makes it so much more like complicated looking. I like it. Let's go for the streamlined roof with the primary color. For the side skirts, we do have quite a few options here. I think we're gonna go for something forged just to match up with all the other forged stuff that we have on the car. I kind of like the look of the secondary performance skirts. Let's go for those. Actually, wait a second. No, secondary forged performance skirts. Those look sick. For the wing, we can change just this little bottom part to a carbon wing. We can make it forged ducktail, extended ducktail. Can we do that in forged? That would look sick in forged. Okay, that does look kind of cool. Let's see what the wing options are here as well, though, because, oh man, that looks super sick. That wing's actually not bad either. Man, I think we're gonna go for the forged super wing. I know not everyone's gonna like that option, but I think that looks really good. We are gonna lower this thing down as much as possible as well. The transmission, we're gonna throw a race transmission in there. We do have a trunk option here as well, which is pretty interesting. That is kind of a nice option to have. Do we want to go for something like really crazy? Like, ooh, the deep vented trunk? I don't know. I feel like I kind of like stock, honestly, or maybe like go clean on it, like the smooth trunk. Would it look better with some Oh, the ridgeline. Let's go for the ridgeline. That looks sick. Turbo, let's add that onto the car as well. For the vents, oh, we can change the color of the vents. Okay, we're going forged for sure. For the wheels, I think we're gonna go for my favorite rim, which is the concave mega. No, we're not. I really like the stock rims, actually. I think I'm actually gonna keep them. We are gonna go bulletproof tires on this, and we are gonna tint the windows out all the way, and that's pretty much it for the actual customization. Now it's time to take this thing down to the ground, take a listen to it, and most importantly, test drive it. And I'm gonna let you guys know what it's like to drive. So let's hop down there. All right, so here we are on the ground. Let's hear what this thing sounds like. Kind of sounds like every other Pegassi, but it sounds good. It's not to say it sounds bad. It sounds good for sure. Oh, it's got an active rear spoiler as well. Oh, that's extremely ridiculous, actually. That's quite funny. Well, okay, we're double spoilered up. This car is extremely fast, from what I can gather so far. The acceleration is pretty crazy. I gotta check and find out, is this thing all-wheel drive? That is something important to know. It is, of course, all-wheel drive. Okay, I kind of figured, but I wasn't 100% sure. That is good to know. This thing is so sick. I really, really like how this looks. I'm pretty impressed with the performance as well. It could use a bit more downforce, honestly. Even though it's got 2 spoilers, it could still use more downforce. It feels very light for what it is, even though it is all-wheel drive. It kind of feels like the Ignis, but if the Ignis was lighter, it feels really close to the Ignis, honestly. I'm not sure if that's a weird like glitch going on with the wheels, but it looks super strange when you're driving at like full speed. The wheels just like go crazy. Maybe I'm just tripping though. I really, really like how this car is performing so far. It does handle really, really nicely, I have to say. Unfortunately, when you're in like the mid corner, the car all of a sudden seems to gain a bunch of weight and also lose a bunch of downforce, it feels like, which is very like kind of odd. But that's not to say it's bad. It's still extremely fast. This thing feels great. It feels like an Ignis, just like a little bit better on the acceleration front, maybe. That's really the only comparison that I can think of to make. It feels like an Ignis a lot. So if you like how the Ignis drives, you'll probably like how this thing drives. I'd say the Ignis has maybe slightly better handling, but this definitely feels like it's faster in a straight line. So the Torero it's seeming pretty good right now. I would definitely look into this thing, guys. It is pretty expensive, but it is a really, really cool car. I'm super happy with this thing. So yeah, definitely check this thing out if you haven't already. And I think that's pretty much it for the customization and the review. If you guys enjoyed this, a like is of course appreciated. If not, dislike. Subscribe if you guys are new. I'm going to be covering the DLC all day, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.